Hey, how are ya? So basically, I'm going to do my song Turncoat, the breakdown for it. This is probably one of my favorite songs I've ever written, so I'm very looking forward to getting into the meat and potatoes with you. A lot has happened in my life since I've sat down and done one of these. Last time I did, Stranded in the Desert, that song. Let's say my power was out for quite a while. However, I was out of town, and we came back to a whole bunch of rotten frozen food. And since we were out of town too, we had to deal with our cats, cleaning up of our cats. We had to deal with the storm drainage. We had to deal with our retaining walls cracking. Let's just say my life has been a little chaotic. And in the midst of this, I've also been looking for a job. My Wi-Fi is out. We're having to rely on hotspotting for everything. So I have been just kind of doing stuff. Like my life has been very busy. So I wanted to do one of these, and I figured I'd do it today. So I had a little bit of time to spare, so might as well just do it on something that I need to do, that I want to do. So here it is. So Turncoat is probably one of my favorite songs I've ever written, as I've said before. This song, you're not going to believe what inspired me to write this, is I was watching an alternate history video about if basically the communists lost the Russian Civil War. So I don't know why it spurred this song, but it did. And then when I was writing the song, I'm like, I kind of want it to sound like the Revolutionary American War. I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. And I did. Somehow I got that vibe into the song. So basically the song is meant to be about a revolutionary that turns their back on the cause because they're scared. But I decided to make it intentionally vague enough so it sounds like a love song. So, I'm going to basically play along with it like I did before. So, all of my songs that have an electric guitar that's not MIDI, I do it all by ear. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play along with it by ear and just noodle around so you can get some vibes like I did last time. So, without further ado, let's, I guess, do a vibe check. I don't know how to call it. I just want to do it. So let's have some fun. And the original title of Turncoat, by the way, was I Feeling Alright? So let's enjoy ourselves, shall we? So what that is it's a slide. And then, yeah. Yep. And then it goes down a step. Yep.
Walking through someone else's memories.
And then
in a shadow that's not even.
And then it goes down a step. Then it goes back up the step.
Coat that never gave a damn, never had a spine. Was I feeling alright? Discussions we had until the midnight. All the wordless screams still echo in my dream. Turncoat. Was I feeling alright when we decided that night that our dreams were dust? All that was left of our metal was rust.
And then I'm just gonna noodle around with it.
Not even a
I'm just having fun. But you can see a lot of the stuff I'm doing.
Then fight pointless steps in the back of my head will be written on it till the day I decide it's no longer an issue anymore. I'm at death's door. It's hard to ignore. Was I feeling alright?
And then I just did a slide there. So you can see how kind of like the roughly like how I did it. I just kind of like did the vibes off it. Now me noodling's not perfect because I'm listening by ear. I didn't practice this song at all when I created it. I just did it and then I decided to listen to it and see, because that's how you do it. Like you play the notes by ear, you listen and you're like, oh wait a minute, I have to just hit the note instead of like, let's say you're a note off, like you're doing this instead of this. That's kind of like the vibes that you're getting from it. So, yeah, it didn't really take me that long to write the song because kind of like the process was I kind of put some drums in there that I had created. So I kind of will probably give you a little snapshot of this. So basically, I will, like I did before, I will do a little bit of a play, but I'll like break it down song by song and solo it. So you hear these drums right here? They were a track from like a previous song that I slowed down. So I had a drums from a previous song. I cannibalize my work a lot, by the way. Like I'll take a track from one song and like pitch it down or change it. I do that kind of stuff all the time with my own work. Which basically kind of helps the process too, and sometimes you get to create new ideas because you're like, oh, I never heard this song, this sound until I slowed down this track or pitched down this track or changed this, and this. So this was just a basic drum, and then I have another one from a other project that I pitched up and sped up, and it created that. I have another one which is from another song that I did, and I actually, changed the pacing. So all that together made a very complicated drums. So after those drums were down, I then put the guitar down. And after the guitar, I put it down, I ripped the harmony track. Like, Ableton has this ability to put in an audio track and then write down the MIDI notes. I usually use that to compose the sheet music for copyright and stuff. But I did it here as a way to get a mini synth of like what I was basically playing on the guitar. So what I did is the original guitar was like a whole bunch of solos and stuff, and then what I did is I cut it apart and put in the parts that I wanted and started building around that. That's what I kind of do. I just kind of like noodle and then take what I want and just paste it together. Sometimes when I noodle, it's like a perfect take and I keep it all. And then sometimes I will cannibalize the take and put parts here, parts here, parts here. So that's kind of my writing process. It's a bit chaotic, but it's very fast. I probably wrote this song in like less than 2 hours, which is kind of insane to think about. But that's kind of how I work. I just kind of do stuff really quickly. So the vocals, I don't have a lot of effects on. They don't have any effects on them at all. The master track has some compression, reverb, another compressor, and then a limiter. I don't really have a lot of stuff on the tracks here. As far as effects go, the reason why is what I recorded this guitar audio through was my Mustang, like a Fender amplifier. So it basically, I think it was like the British metal setting that I used it, and then I just recorded it through my little Steinberg box here. And so I didn't do any of the guitar effects within the software. I actually did it natively within the amp that was recording through. So that's why it's, sometimes I do it through the software and sometimes I do it through the amplifier. It just really depends on what I want to do. Or if I don't want the whole song to sound like it's amplified, it really just depends what I'm going for. I hope you enjoyed this because I really like doing these and I kind of like, showing my process for writing and stuff. I recently reorganized my closet, and the reason why I have LEDs in here now is my mom was buying LEDs for the underlighting in the kitchen. These came in and they weren't bright enough. So I put them in my closet. We had nowhere else to put them, so I was like, let me experiment here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it, and I really enjoy showing you my thought process. And please check out my music. As of recording this, I've released my 110th single of the week. So I release a single every Friday, if you don't know. So I have surpassed the world record, but it takes a while for any verification through Guinness and stuff. And I have some songs that they won't count because they were too short. So I have a whole bunch of technical stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just releasing songs until I let you guys know that I'm not releasing songs anymore. So every Friday, new single, and so far I've had a lyric video for every single, or at least music video for every single. So hopefully that trend continues. I really enjoy doing music, and I'm looking for a job. I'm doing all that stuff. I have my own things going on, but this music is a really a fun thing for me to do, and I really enjoy doing it. And I love pushing myself, and I love pushing different genres and boundaries and all that. So I do classic rock, I do country, I do every genre in the sun. I've been doing a lot of experimental stuff lately because I don't like being stuck in one genre because I do so much work. It's not like I'm doing an album every once in a while. I'm now doing all the production myself, so I've been able to crack out a crap ton of songs. Usually, I write songs in huge giant batches. I'll write 10, 20 songs at one time, and it'll be a few day period that I write a whole bunch of songs, and then my life gets busy, so I have to take a break. And then I have a respite of time in my life, and then I start writing a whole bunch of songs, and then I have to take a break because I have other stuff to do. So that's kind of thank God I can write songs fast, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do this world record stuff. But since I can, it's enabled me to do it, and so here I am. I hope you enjoy the video and have a nice day. It was nice talking to you all. Thank you.